let your fears go. You might find your way back home. Let your fears go. You might find that you're not lost. Just let your fears go. You might find your way back home. Let your fears go. You might find that you're not
I was made to live this life, and live is what I've done. Found the wonder of the night, so hoping there was none. But I know the light could fade from my eyes, my plane could fall from the sky. The world could tell me this is my time. I count my blessings every day, and more than I deserve. Sing this song when I am gone, I'll be in every word. But I know the light could fade from my eyes, my plane could fall from the sky. The world could tell me this is my time. And if I should die here tonight, darling, know that you saved my life. Felt your love every day, not a thing I would change, and I know you'll be okay. And I know you'll be okay. And I know you'll be And if I should die here tonight, darling, know that you saved my life. Felt your love every day, not a thing I would change, and I know you'll be okay.
Since the beginning of time, all living must face a choice. A decision to affect their entire existence. Good or evil, harmony or chaos, surrender or fight, dark or light.
Choose your side, dark or light. Dark or light. Choose your side. Choose your side, dark or light.
Been running from you all my life. Now I know I only wasted time. Guess I had to go to the dark side to find my way to the light. 'Cause now I want you like never before, never before. Come and get me, I'm ready like never before, never before. Putting my heart now in your hands, 'cause now I understand what it was all for. Like never before, never before, never before. from you all my life. Now I know I only wasted time. Guess I had to go to the dark side to find my way to the light. 'Cause now I want you like never before, never before. Come and get me, I'm ready like never before, never before. Put my heart now in your hands, 'cause now I understand what it was all for.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome everyone to the weekly live stream. Oh, what the heck just happened there? Sorry, guys. This is not. There we go. That's much better. This is a weekly collective live stream. I guess it's supposed to be spiritual. It turned into a little bit of a striptease for a second. Did you guys manifest that? Is that what you guys really wanted to see? Welcome to the weekly live stream. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's a complete honor to have you here on my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys so much for your patience with me, both in the last couple weeks and, of course, with today. Super late start. I've been getting so much sleep lately and staying up so late, and it's just kind of been a weird time in terms of sleep schedules and regularity. And for me personally, figuring out a structure that works for me, which I like to be very free-flowing and a little bit all over the place, but I know I need to balance that out with some good, hard, and regular, consistent structure and schedule and routine. So just want to say thank you guys for your patience with that. I'm super excited for today. Today's going to be very different than it normally is. I can already feel the difference in energy from now and today than how it was even a couple days ago. Within my line of sight, I have like a box that I had gotten some kombucha in yesterday, and some new tequila, by the way. Any of you guys been drinking tequila out there? Because tequila seems to be the drink of choice at this current time. and it has 26555 on the barcode. So confirmation right off the bat in terms of things are rapidly shifting, things are rapidly in transition, and we're just going to have to go with the flow. What I want to do today is a little bit different. I'm just going to open up the ceremony right off the bat, and then I kind of want to free flow with it today. Speaking about having a good time, going with the flow. And what I want to do too is I want to leave it open to you guys watching. Instead of doing something that is, you know, regular, scheduled, routine, and or what I think would be best, or feel would be best, or channeled what would be best, I'm just going to rely on you guys to let me know what you want me to channel for you today. Okay? There's been, this is the third live stream in a row, third day I've been live streaming in a row. Lots and lots of amazing messages coming through. Thanks you guys for the support as well on the recent videos on YouTube. It seems like you guys are resonating and liking the content, and this is going to be the new style moving forward. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to check in with the chat and make sure that everything sounds and is looking okay. I'm also going to try and play a little bit of music. I think the music I'm playing has not been copyright banned, so hopefully we can get through and have this stay up for everyone. It should be really cool. So let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to open the ceremony and then we'll get right into it. We're going to start off with just again, a mini collective. I want to see if there's any channel messages that want to come through. I feel like there are. And then we'll draw a few cards just kind of in a scattered way to see what messages there are and to confirm anything. And then from there, we'll leave it up to you guys. Okay? As always, it looks like the stream might be lagging a little bit. Let me know if it ever freezes or the audio's off or anything like that. And we'll go right into it, okay? Give me 1 second. I see Shaylee saying, give us some DM channeling. You know what's funny? Okay, hold on. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to a whole new radio and just let things play. Okay. All right, so we just went to a whole new radio on Spotify. We're going to leave it up to the music gods to decide what music plays in the background for us. And we'll just kind of have that lightly playing. All right, here we go. I had a feeling, Shaylee, as always, you're spot on, that with everything I've been going through and changing into, I've been resonating way more and more and more with the divine masculine's energy. And I've been experiencing a lot of the knowledge and the wisdom and the lessons, especially that the divine masculine has been going through personally. And so I might be able to speak to that to you guys today. So that will probably be part of the channeling. But here we go. Opening the ceremony now. Officially live here on YouTube and TikTok. Calling and requesting assistance and channeled guidance from the guides and masters, loved ones, angels and archangels who wish to participate, as well as Jesus Christ exclusively. Thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to channel for this collective here now. I really appreciate it. Please allow this ceremony to be saturated with the power exclusively of unconditional love. Allow me to speak to the wisdom of the ancients, and also channel whatever collective messages need to come through for the highest good and healing of everyone involved at this time, now, and also in the future. Thank you so much. Whew. This ceremony is now open. Let's get into it. Let me start off with any channel messages that want to come through. There's a collective fear and hesitation right now. There's some new breaking point that is entering into all of our lives, and there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of chaos, actually. It feels a little unstable, and it feels like wherever we're moving, the ground is crumbling underneath our feet. It feels like we're about to fall off a giant ledge. We don't know exactly how or where it's going, but it feels like a pretty dramatic tower moment for most of us. I would say if you have this feeling of something very massive about to shift in a very unexpected way, in a way that could not be predicted, then you are spot on with that. And that's giving rise to this collective feeling of anxiety or fear about something crumbling underneath our feet. The foundations we currently or used to stand on previous to this are falling away. Now, they're falling away regardless, but I see some of us are going to be able to take one of those pieces of the falling away and then turn it into like this magic carpet kind of thing. That's what they're showing me. So it's almost like that what they're showing me in images is as this ledge, right? It's almost like they're showing me like, you know how if you go hiking, there's like granite ledges and the granite kind of just like dissolves underneath your feet. And if you're not careful, you have to really watch out where you step, you know? It's kind of like we're all on this granite ledge and it's all crumbling away. And so we're all going to have this experience of just falling down the ledge. But there's going to be one of those pieces within the ledge that's falling, and you're going to have to choose one of those pieces to hop on top of. And if you choose the correct piece, which if you are following your intuition and your guidance within specifically, and your trust, you have to rely on your trust and your guidance within to hop on this particular ledge or this particular piece that's crumbling, hop on top, and you can ride that thing like a magic carpet. So they're showing me the momentum of everything is crumbling. Like the energy itself is crumbling away down into the abyss, right? And it's not very pretty. And that's what's giving rise to this collective feeling of anxiety and fear, because we truly don't know what lies beneath, right? But it's almost like this, again, those who are willing to trust and to step onto that little piece that's given to you. It's like you're falling, we're all falling. There's pieces of granite falling all next to us. Some of them are really small, some of them are illusions, and some of them are or like mind kind of tricks or mind candy, right? And some of them are big enough to stand on. And if you find one next to you as you're falling and you stand on top of that, or you kind of, get on top of that, you can ride that thing wherever you want to go, or it's almost like you're defying gravity. Okay. Now I know this is kind of metaphorical speech, so try to see within the lines, right? This is not literal, obviously, or hopefully not. Hopefully the apocalypse is not upon us. What's interesting is I saw in Germany, I don't know how many guys have seen this, there's a city in Germany that I saw randomly on YouTube that literally had like a massive landslide, and there's a whole bunch of people that died, landslide and flooding, and I was just like, this is crazy. But it's like that kind of thing is going to be happening now energetically, but also literally more and more in the future. So it's like those of us everyone watching, by the way, it's not just us, right? Us means anyone who's willing to give this a shot, anyone who's willing to take that leap of faith, right? And not succumb to or just feel like you have to just fall down all the way. You know what I mean? The only thing that can allow you to fall all the way down to the pit or to the bottom or to the abyss or whatever that is for you is by refusing to take that step onto the piece that's next to you that will allow you to literally defy gravity and fly where you want to fly. Okay. So it's kind of a darker message. I don't mean it to be so dark, but that's exactly what they're showing me. And they're showing me there's going to be people who unfortunately don't trust or don't allow themselves to step onto that piece of granite next to them, and who continue to fall down into the abyss. And it's unfortunate, but that's a lot of the reason why too. Uh-oh, we have no date on the YouTube. I hope it's not cutting out here. Let me know on YouTube if it's if you guys can still see it or not. It's unfortunate that some of the people around you are going to have to fall all the way down so that they can be transformed. The video's fixing. Hold on, let me fix the YouTube real quick. I think that part's on my end. Okay. We should be back. Are you guys? Let me know if it's fixed at all on YouTube. Thank you for letting me know, Maria. Appreciate that. So it's unfortunate we're gonna have to allow for those of us around us that we can see visibly are just going down into the abyss, and they're gonna have to hit that pit in order to be transformed by hellfire. But, and that's why you might have had the feeling that you're detaching from those people around you who are not choosing to trust. But regardless of that, you are going to have to, as part of your karma, as part of your liberation, as part of your life path, you are going to have to, and you get to, step onto that piece and to create whatever magic you want to create from that. So those of you guys who are willing to step onto that piece of granite are going to be able to basically create whatever it is you want through the power of magic, through the power of truth, and through the power of manifestation. The words are saying too is the sky is literally the limit. The sky is the limit. Like, there is no ceiling. There is no limits to what you can create if you do choose to step onto this magic piece of granite. You can take it as far and as high as you'd like to take it. So be aware that this might be occurring, and if you do feel yourself falling at any rate, or like you are following, look for that piece of granite that's next to you, that's falling right beside you, and be willing to take that leap of faith or that step onto that piece so that you can be quote unquote saved. Saved. Okay. Okay. That's the beginning message. That's the only message they had. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Praga said, is it kind of like a full card moment then? Yeah, it is, absolutely. It is absolutely. Okay. Yeah. And by the way, like, even if you guys feel like you've hit rock bottom already, okay, there's still always going to be that opportunity to begin to build back up. But it's like right now is the moment where you can fly. Whereas if you allow yourself to hit the bottom completely, you know what I mean? Like if you choose, like, you're like, no, I'm just not ready to trust, Brandon. Like, you know, or guides and angels, like I'm just not ready to trust quite yet. And you know, I just like I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to step out. You'll hit bottom, and then from there you'll be able to build back up, but you'll be a little bit behind. You see, from the people who chose to step onto that piece of granite right now, as they're either things are about to crumble, or they're in the midst of free falling. You see that? So you'll have it'll be very obvious and very present to you when you have the greatest opportunity to step on that piece of granite as you're in free fall. They're saying that's the most obvious and greatest time in the free fall itself to step onto the granite. But some of you guys have already done it, which is awesome. Some of you guys are considering doing it, and then you're about to go into it, and then you can, boom, step on fully, take that leap of faith. And then those of you guys, or those of us, right, all of us who don't do that, we'll hit rock bottom. We'll be okay. But from there, we'll be forced to build back up, and it's going to take a lot longer. Does that make sense? So our recommendation, right, from the guides and angels, Jesus here, Jesus, literally, it's about, you know, it's all good, whatever you choose, but it's the greatest opportunity and the most fortuitous and highly recommended to step onto that granite sooner rather than later. You see what I'm saying? See what we're saying? So concurrent viewers 6 and chat rate 6 here. Don't be fooled by the illusion. Don't be fooled by the illusion. These are the other messages coming through right now. Is like there may be an illusion that things are not going to crumble, or there may be people around you that are saying, you know, everything's totally fine. Everything's like just going to stay where we're at. It's like they're standing on the granite, and things are starting to kind of like crumble around them. You know how like you're standing on granite, and you start to see little pieces around you that are starting to fall down the mountain, because the whole big slab is starting to break apart. Like imagine you're with a group of people, whoever you're around. The granite's clearly starting to deteriorate and little rocks are falling, and then the people around you who are not seeing this, or they're seeing it and they're in denial, they're going to be like, no, you don't understand. The granite's totally fine. You're crazy if you choose to do that. Don't listen to your guidance. This is going to be the illusion that presents itself to you. Okay? This will be the only resistance or the only trick, okay, that is going to come to you at this time. So you must be willing, unless you can sense this within another individual, to follow your own guidance. You must. You must. Okay? If you want the greatest opportunity to fly in an unprecedented way, wherever you want to go. Again, on this piece of magic granite, the sky is the limit. You can create whatever you want. It can go as far and as high as you want, and you will be saved. The word that they're saying is saved. Okay? All right. All right, guys. So that was the first messages here. Now I do want to bring up a few cards here just to see whatever else they have to say. And let's continue on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw a few cards. The Wild Unknown deck is appearing to me right now. I haven't used this deck or any other deck besides the Rider-Waite in a long time, so I'm curious as to why. But we'll do some spontaneous card drawing here as a mini collective general reading, and then I'll check into the chat here and see whatever it is you guys would like or prefer for me to channel about. I know Shaylee suggested that we do some channeling on behalf of the Divine Masculine, which I feel highly qualified to channel for now, being that I'm embodying that more and more lately. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Cool. Quick mic and audio check. Are you guys seeing me okay, hearing me okay on YouTube and TikTok? Just want to make sure before we continue that everything feels good. What's up, Alexis? Hey, Michelle. Christina, hello. Maria, thank you. All right, here we go. All right, good stuff, guys. People saying, oh, it's 111 people on TikTok here. This is about seeing the vision, the manifestation. Here we go. All right, guides and angels, anything else you'd like for me to channel or to confirm with this deck right here now? Ooh. We're going to try this view out. All right, Son of Pentacles. So this card in the Wild Unknown, Son of Pentacles, right? I see this as a combination of a couple things. One, it's dead-on persistence. The words that come through are dead-on persistence. Dead-on persistence. Meaning that if there's anything in your life right now that you're feeling has been a little bit stuck, or a little bit of a struggle, or a little bit of a confusing mess as well. It's going to be about having that dead-on precision and persistence when it comes to the tasks you're being asked to carry out in your life right now. This is also, obviously, it's carrying within it a lot of darkness, right? Meaning that, again, there's that uncertainty aspect. I'm not feeling that as strongly with this particular card, but the words they're using is ensure that you have a dead-on precision and insistence with completing the task you are tasked with right now. Okay, so it's about cultivating that inner focus and direction onto the tasks specifically that seem the most confusing, a little bit of a struggle, and a little bit of a confusion. Okay. If you know in your heart, if you know in your heart and your soul that something that you are doing is right, something that you are doing is the correct direction, but again, there's been a little bit of resistance or work involved with that, that's the direction for you to focus on right now. Obviously, you want to combine this with, like, outside of this particular area, there's a lot of ease, there's a lot of flow, there's fun times to be had. But they're saying as well that when it comes to work and purpose and alignment and the task you're being given, they're saying it's the preparatory work required that will be a little bit of a struggle or a little bit of uncertain in order to be able to create with magic. Yeah. So whatever it is you're trying to prepare for yourself right now, whatever kind of self-made foundation, right, that can come with you on this piece of granite that was channeled earlier, those are the tasks to stay focused on completely right now. Okay. Some of you guys I know just on a human level might be getting ready to quit a job, or preparing to take this leap of faith, or getting things in order logistically in order to make the next transition. And this is what I'm talking about. So right now is a bit of a preparatory period for all of us, where it's going to take a bit of that discipline and hard work. And just know that right now, that is the key thing to do as well. That is then going to allow you to be as most certain as you can so before, and so that you can take that leap of faith onto the flying granite. All right, we're gonna do something we've never done before, like every card shuffle here. Four of Cups. Yeah, we'll do one more on that. Nine of Wands. Yeah. So Four of Cups is here, right? Now, Four of Cups is typically in the tarot. It's, I know what it is typically in the tarot. It's not quite that definition for this channeled card. You can see this rat, or this being, is sitting on top of Four Cups. And there's light above him or her, okay? And he's sitting on top of these Four Cups, meaning that this rat kind of is aware of the cups that he or she has been placed or given. Okay? And cups represent love and emotion, right? The rat is aware and on top of, or sitting within, or sitting on top of, like owning, okay? It's about ownership as well. The cups of love and or emotion and or connection that he or she has been given, that this rat has been given. However, this rat is not concerned with drinking necessarily, or receiving or participating within these cups of love at this moment. Although they're aware of it. He or she is aware of it. Right? And Nine of Wands is here too, right? The staircase to heaven and to the moon. So right now it's about making progress, as we said, with this focus, with this journey, right? Continuing to move upward and onward, while at the same time owning, right? While at the same time owning the love within him or herself and the connection that he or she has been given in this lifetime. It's not about resisting or rejecting, by the way. This Four of Cups. Four of Cups is typically not interested, right? It's not interested or not taking cups of love or being interested in love. The way this is coming out to me being channeled is that this rat knows. This person knows, right? If you're watching this, you know who and what this love is. You have a feeling of it already, right? You're not unaware of it, most of us. Or if you are, right, it would only take some deeper recognition within as to who this is, how it feels, what it is, what it can be, what it will be in time. So the key here to continuing the journey, so a lot of what we channeled in the last couple readings too, is about not fighting away, not resisting the feelings that you have for someone or something, right? Because a lot of us might be in resistance mode, like, okay, you know, the love that I was involved in before or currently within, it didn't work, so we're just going to throw it completely out and focus on ourselves and our mission. That's cool, that's good, okay? But don't throw it all out, they're saying. Own it. Own the feelings you have. Own the truth of the love that you have in a situation for someone else. Own the emotions you have as well. And with those emotions, take those with you on your journey upwards with the 9 of Wands here. Okay, doing so will allow you to have the clarity and the passion and the energy and momentum to move forward. Whereas if you try to completely ignore that 4 of Cups, or the cups that you've been given, that you that is within you, it's not going anywhere, right? You can't make it disappear. Some of you guys, this may be a twin flame situation. Either you guys might be a soul connection or someone in your life, okay? It's going to stay there regardless. But resisting these feelings or ignoring these feelings or throwing it completely out is going to actually halt your journey rather than help it. Does this make sense? So be sure to own it. Just own it. Let it be known within your own self. Yeah, I love this person. Yeah, I want to be with this person. Yeah, I see a future with this person. Cool. Not right now. But it's a part of my journey, and I know it, and I own that, and I recognize that. And I know that being in tune with my feelings and being aware of it will help on this journey. And if you don't have someone right now that you're thinking of, then owning the desires of love that you have for the future with someone. Okay, this next card's going to be in the middle of the spread, they're saying. Son of Wands, yeah, good. So it's important right now, the biggest thing, the biggest act of service that you can possibly do for yourself and for others right now is being a beacon of shining light and inspiration for you and your friends, your family, everyone around you. You have got to take the responsibility and ownership of being the greatest possible inspiration and beacon of light that you can possibly be. Apologies for the dirt on my mic. I recently went out and hiking and I did a vlog with the mic on my camera. So it's got dirt on from the hike. I just noticed that. Right? But you're going to be the one, okay? Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, you're going to be the one that ultimately will show others the way. We've channeled this message so many times within these live readings. But you see the Son of Wands, right? They've got the passion, they've got the direction, they've got the light within themselves, and they're radiating that light outward for all to see. So others around you who are struggling, and even if they don't really necessarily show it or admit it, okay? People are struggling right now. People are lost. People are uncertain, right? That channeled message in the beginning, I mean, people are, there's an uneasy sense of like knowing that things are crumbling around, right? And they're looking for anything or anyone who can show them the way. And you are the one. If you're watching this, you are the one. You, yes, speaking to you, are the one that will show them the way. So your certainty, your focus, and your passion, enthusiasm, and excitement will be the thing that will ultimately bring them with you. Or allow them to step onto their life-saving granite piece of flying magic rock. Speaking of magic rock, right? This is my piece of granite. This is my magical, this labradorite that came to me. I'll have to tell the story of how I got it, how it came into my life soon. Okay, bottom right corner. We have the Tower card coming out. One more on that. Justice. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. Just as we channeled earlier, right? This is totally, and you know, you see it's showing up underneath the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands here. Okay. So the reason this is really important, it's almost like we're getting a secret, we're getting the secret knowledge before it happens. Okay. If you're watching this live stream, you know, this is like, here you go. This is what's going to happen. Massive karmic justice. Okay. On a societal level. Tower card here, everything burning down. Everything crumbling. Everything being set on fire, literally. Not just figuratively, I'm hearing, right? Literally, like the earth. There's going to be some crazy shit. I don't know when and I don't know how, but there's going to be some crazy shit that happens that's going to throw everything into more chaos. So you got to be prepared for that. It's unfortunate that it's happening. And I'm not a doomsday, you know, naysayer kind of guy at all. But that's what I'm feeling around this. And it's all about justice. Okay. So it's, again, kind of a stark little bit of a warning or a message here. Tower with Justice card coming out. Things are going to be set straight. Things are going to be set right. I feel like some people are already experiencing this massively within their life, or they've just recently gone through this. But what I'm also hearing is, unfortunately, it's going to continue to increase until everyone gets it. You know what I mean? So those who have managed to resist this, okay, this karmic rebalancing or justice so far, it's going to get increasingly more devastating until everything balances out completely, until everything is reset. Okay, so that is happening currently and will continue to happen increasingly in the future here, whatever that means. So that is also why it's dramatically important, okay, to both carry within you the love and compassion that you have for anyone going through this, while simultaneously ensuring that you continue on your journey upward. And yes, it may involve you detaching from those who are destined, right? Destined is a funny word because it's like, I think there are potential destinies, right? There's always choice and there's always change that we can have happen. But those who are choosing not to see their opportunity will go down. And again, you have to ensure, no matter what, this is the most important part of this particular 2-card reading, you have to ensure, most importantly, that you don't allow them to bring you down with you. You cannot. They will try. In fact, I'm going to put this little devil card right here on top of these 2 cards because it's about the illusion that will be spoken or promised to you. Okay, you have to be willing to stand strong in your vision and your certainty, particularly despite anyone who may think that you're crazy, or anyone who claims to say that you're crazy or that you are, you know, losing it, or that you're just in another world or anything like that. It's like, right now, that's not. Right now, in particular, anything and everything that may have seemed like illusion before this, or like it had to be illusion, or that it was completely out of this world, it's like that is becoming, slowly but surely, more and more of the truth of reality. Okay? And wherever you guys are at on your journey, how much and however much you guys believe in spirituality and other dimensions and guides and angels and, you know, what the changes that Earth is going through, it's like the things you guys are feeling inside and seeing, those are going to start to become more and more actualized and real in real life for everyone, slowly but surely. So if you do choose to stay in your certainty, it's like you're going to be the one that kind of called this all out before it happened. Even to people, like, if let's say you're around family or friends who are completely skeptical, or they're just not open, or they're not involved, everyone's going to see this. Everyone. It may take a little longer for others, right? But everyone's going to see the truth of this eventually. So it's vitally important that you stay strong with your intuition, your messages, no matter how far out they seem. And I'm not saying try to like drag people along with what you're seeing. Like, keep it to yourself for the most part, unless someone really is curious and asks you. That's one of the other things that, just as a random human side note, for any of you guys who are beginning to channel or receive intuitive guidance, or you want to help others, you want to give back, things like that, the best way you can give back sometimes is keeping the truth, keeping your advice or recommendations or insight about someone, if they're not ready, they're closed off, or they're not asking you, to yourself. I see a lot of people who are on this evolutionary journey, and they want to share this with everyone because they're so excited, and there's all this wisdom coming through and all this channel downloads, and then they share it with everyone, and then everyone calls them completely insane or crazy. I've been there. And then they lose belief in themselves, and then they stop, and then they conform to the majority belief, right? So that's the little bit of the danger there. So just make sure that you are knowing when and how to share the truth with others in the appropriate way. When people are genuinely open and they ask you, yes, of course, share the truth. And of course, if you're called to share this publicly on social media in your own way, definitely don't let that hold you back from that. But I'm saying, like, with people around you, friends, family, people who've known you for a long time who might be skeptical or closed off, just use caution with that. Use caution. Use common sense when it comes to that. Because you still got to be a human, right? You still got to be a human. I still got to go and be a human. You know, I go out, I do all the normal human things, right? Have drinks every once in a while. Actually, more than every once in a while these days. Go hang out with friends, go to the beach, and it's not like I'm not just giving channeled messages to all my friends all the time. Even though they come, right? It's like, two more on this. Okay. All right, 5 of Wands with the 9 of Cups here and the 8 of Swords. Don't let confusion hold you back. Don't let confusion hold you back. 5 of Wands is a little bit of scatteredness. So the energy right now, as I'm definitely embodying, as you guys can feel, it's a little bit scattered and all over the place. It may not feel entirely orderly. Things may feel more spontaneous. They may feel more chaotic. They may feel like there's this all over the place energy happening right now in your life and all of our lives, my life as well. And the message I have is like, that's actually okay. That's actually what is meant to be happening right now. It's not meant to be, again, like everything's perfectly in order, right? This is like a lack of Virgo energy, I would say. Like, Virgos are probably getting driven crazy from all this energy. Or they might be struggling. I know my Virgo side, you know, it's funny, as a human example, I've been editing these Twitch highlights and putting them on YouTube, and it's like I've just had so many kind of weird technical issues and copyright things, and it's just, I'm just like, okay, I just got to keep going, right? It's frustrating. But don't let that hold you back. All right, 8 of Swords here. Or don't let that throw you off, or don't let that confuse you, or don't let confusion specifically or chaos stop you from feeling into or from pursuing actually your wish come true, your dream come true. Okay. Don't allow the confusion or chaos or even the conflict within yourself to hold you back from pursuing. 9 of Cups here. The thing that appears to you in your dreams. Okay, with the Moon card here and the 9 of Cups, the thing that appears to you in your dreams often. If you guys are having dreams, they're showing me visions and dreams particularly that are continue to come up for you. This is somewhat, I mean, it's kind of irrelevant to me because I'm not a huge vision or dream guy. I have them occasionally when they need to come in, but I know a lot of my collective has more dreams and more visions than I do often. I more get like channeled knowingness or messages, but they're saying particularly the visions and dreams you're having, they're not illusions. The messages you're having, if you've been getting a lot of messages in your dreams, or subconscious visions occasionally, or in meditation, these are not illusions. Don't doubt that. It's 1:11 on the time we're having this YouTube. This is very real, and these are very prevalent to your journey. Okay, so just take heed. Take heed of this. Don't doubt or deny it. Eight of Swords would say, right? Don't doubt or deny, okay, or allow this to hold you back in any way from the pursuit of this. If you're seeing something that it's messages or you feel can be actualized or is maybe even a future timeline or where things are going, trust in those things. Don't just put them away and disregard them and separate them from your normal life. Begin to integrate them in and allow those to start to lead the way. Okay. We're going to do one more side here, and then we'll get into our next phase here for the reading. Son of Cups. All right, so they're saying this is for the, they're saying this card in particular is representative of the masculine collective, or what the masculine collective is going through, or more of the masculine energy here. Okay. Okay. This may be obvious to some of us, but just maybe as a confirmation, the masculine here is still working through some of the remnants of darkness that lies within his heart that he's aware of, but he doesn't know entirely how to fix or if it's right or wrong to have this within him. Okay, so there's an awareness here that the masculine is still needing, like he, right, the masculine collective, he is coming into more of an awareness of the darkness he still needs to let out, to disintegrate, or to heal fully within his own heart and within his own life. This is the thing right here within his heart specifically that has been plaguing him for the longest. And some of these things too he might have had for a long time and perceived as normal or perceived as okay, or they may have been taught to him through conditioning that it was okay to have this particular darkness within his heart that was then projected outward and made manifest for him. And so the good news, or where this energy's at, where this masculine is at, is he's become fully, or he's becoming more and more, I guess you could say, more and more aware of this that still exists within his heart space in particular. This is his main focus at this current time. And he knows that this specifically is the journey that he must go on in order to not cause the same hurt and delusion that he may have caused in his past. That are being or have been made manifest in his life due to this being there. The words they're saying here is he knows. He knows now. Yeah. He knows now, and it's either being made manifest or it's being made very clear what and who this is in his life, how it came to be, and also that it must be dissipated or disintegrated fully before, and so that he can fully give of himself again. There's a vision he has of himself in the future that he's cultivating currently. What it would look like for him to be present with a full and open heart. But it's new to him. It's very new to him. He's never experienced that before. And it's a state that he has never, he's never experienced or perceived that before. Because it's been his default for his entire life, actually. And it's kind of blinded him. It's blinded him to the truth of what has been there all along, but is just now coming up to the surface because of the contrast that the feminine has provided to him in his life. The feminine energy. This part of this is around, because I'm seeing the Son of Wands here too is somewhat connected to this for the masculine. Part of this too is around what he thought was okay, or what he thought was normal, or what he thought was acceptable in his process of becoming, or his journey to being a man, or fully embodied within his divine masculine. So it's almost like there's still characteristics that really are preventing him from stepping into his true, we could call it manhood or masculinity, that he perceived as the very things that, again, were okay, acceptable, and praised as being a man, or to be a man, perceived as normal, okay, because this was a generational kind of hurt, or a generational kind of belief that was in his heart. That resulted in the behavior that was then made manifest to the feminine, that turned them away, or basically created a feeling of disgust from the feminine. I feel like a big repellence, or, you know, pushing away, that then showed him the contrast, or the truth, through the reflection of the feminine in what it really means to be a man. So that's his journey currently, is a whole new way of being, one that he's never experienced before, and one that's never been shown or taught to him before. And what's happening is there are role models that are appearing in his life. And when I say his, I mean the masculine energy. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. I'm saying the masculine energy, right? If you're female with masculine dominant energy, blah, blah, blah. Not blah, blah, blah. If you're female with masculine energy, this may apply to you as well. If you're male with feminine energy, vice versa, just depends how it resonates, okay? But I'm talking about masculine and feminine energy here. But the masculine energy, so there's role models here appearing to him, quote unquote him, that are going to be, or are the new way of being a man, or what it means to properly be a man, okay? That he's now attempting to learn from and to replicate, which will bring him into his greatest source of power. And this is around ownership, it is around responsibility, it is around true heart-centeredness, and basically the new paradigm of what it means to be a man fully. So this is currently, just from this one card, they gave me a lot, this is currently where, and I suppose this is coming from within me as well, this is currently where the masculine finds himself in his journey, if you guys are wondering. And they're saying to just leave that card alone for now. One more card right here. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords here. There it is. First thing that's on me is expect communication incoming from this. Or about this, I would say. Expect communication incoming for or about this. When it's right and in and around the near future, but there feels like what they're saying is expect incoming communication about this very truth that's been revealed to them about their state, about what they thought was right or okay or not okay. Feels like a bit of a admittance or somewhat of an apology, but it doesn't really feel like an apology. Just feels like a bit of clarity as to what they may have been perceiving or going through in their own life when it comes to their heart and their healing specifically. Also, truth about their feelings towards you and the connection they share with you. So, of course, right, we have the Ace of Swords with the lightning, with the infinity symbol here. So this is the next step that they're gearing up to prepare for, basically, is the big reveal. And it doesn't necessarily mean like union. It means the big reveal as to what they've realized, how they truly feel, and a bit of an admittance around the connection they share with you. And expect this to come in as if it were a lightning bolt or a lightning shock. Okay. Like out of nowhere is what they're showing me. Like out of nowhere, just gonna be like, here's all the things I've realized. Here's the truth of what I really feel towards you in this connection. And here is an explanation as to why or what I've been going through that may have caused a lot of the behavior that I've been modeling in the past or before. Good. And then we have Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. This is basically this is their pain right here, okay, that they've experienced. So the reason why this is happening is because the pain that they've felt inside has been magnified several times over. They have not been able to escape it, or to, like, I feel like if there are ways in which they were attempting to numb this out or to block this out or to not pay attention to it, these things have either been removed from their life or they've been mitigated in some way, and thus it's the pain that they've tried to run from has now been magnified because of and as a result of the things they've tried to do to numb it out or to escape from it. So this is a very strong reason, Three of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, as to why this will be coming out soon. So the thing underneath that too is the Mother of Cups as well. Part of this too is the hurt that they know that they've caused you. So the hurt and the guilt that they feel they've caused to you through their actions and through their current embodiment of their heart space. This guilt or this pain has been magnified over and over and over. It's almost like too, what they're showing me is they haven't been able to escape. Like, it's funny. Every time that they, like in their normal life, right? Every time that they see something that reminds them of you, or they see you itself, or on social media or whatever it is, like there are things that constantly remind them of you specifically, And that's what, like, they're showing me levels of magnification of this pain. And so the pain just keeps going, getting more and more and more and more intense. And again, it's like the things that they used to do to numb this, they've been, for whatever reason, they've had to stop, or they've been mitigated, or they just are no longer doing them, or they've chosen not to do them because they've wanted to see things more clearly. That's what they're showing me too. And then now they're really realizing the extent of this damage, or the extent of this pain within themselves, but also the damage that they've done to you, the pain they've caused you. Because you over here, right, Mother of Cups, right? It's just this, like, you are, unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, you are the mechanism which drives their pain even more apparent or even more deeply. It's like, and that's why, again, like, no one likes being in pain. So of course, obviously, what do we do when we have someone or something that gives us pain, or what we perceive to be negative or pain? They run away, they numb it, they try to escape it. And that's what they've done. That they were doing that for whatever amount of time, right? Months on months or whatever, however long it's been. But now that those things have been, the numbing agents, whatever those they were using for that, have been cleared away, yeah, it's coming up very, very strongly. So what they're saying is this will result in like a lightning strike of truth, of just sharing what they've realized now about the pain they've caused you, the hurt they've caused you, the depth of the connection that you guys share, that they've realized in whatever way that means. I mean, they may not know it's a twin flame or whatever. Some of them may. But they'll know that there's something more than meets the eye here. But anyways, Son of Cups here is just showing that they're now in the process of actually learning what it means to be fully embodied within the masculine, and to step into a whole new paradigm or way of being within themselves. Okay, and that's it. Anything else? Okay. I think that's enough for now. All right, let me check in with the chat here. See all you guys are doing. Let me know. Was that helpful for you guys? Any of it resonate? Feel like truth? Let us know in the chat. And then what we'll do from here is I'll just kind of feel into the chat and see. I'll let you guys kind of request what you guys want to hear. But that was as much of the divine masculine channeling that that they're going to give me right now. That's enough for now. Hopefully that was helpful for you all. Oop. Just had my lighter fall off a tower moment. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Sky Meadow 717. I sobbed 3 days ago for no reason. I knew it was him sobbing. Amber Crane, very, very much so. Spirit and DM are really back and forth with all this. Shaylee, thank you. That was for you, Shaylee. You're the one who inspired that one. Thank you. Praga says it's beautiful. If I had to say anything to the DM, I'd say just let go. Let go of the fear that's holding you back from your greatest potential. I wish you saw the beauty that I see in you. Oh, wow. Thank you, Praga. That just hit me. I'm like, whoa, thank you. That was actually really amazing. Well, Kirsten says, will this bolt of truth come this month? No. No. So one thing I want to say is Sometimes they'll give me timings. So I see a lot of you guys have asked, you know, what's the ending going to look like? When is this going to come? Is it going to come this month? Things like that. You have to know for these readings that I'm doing now, these are essentially timeless readings, meaning that these channel messages, when you watch them, like when your soul just calls you to watch this message, like it'll be brought in front of you literally at the perfect time. It happens all the time. And you just have to know that that is what is on the horizon. So you can't, or my recommendation would be don't try and put a timeline on it, right? Don't try and say, and if I tried to say, yeah, it's going to happen this month, it's like, I can't control that. I can't control when the person that represents the masculine in your life, you know, does this. That's on to their timeline, your guys' timeline individually and collectively, and also their choice, right? But what I can say is this is what it's gearing up for. Like this is the current energies of where it's at. And so what you can kind of, they did say that they said the word literally, you can expect this to happen. And they don't say that very often. But they said this is what you can expect to happen in your life if you have gone through or going through the situation, even if there's been silence or no communication. Okay. This is the process that's happening. I hope that makes sense. I know obviously it's frustrating. I can't give future outcomes and timelines and things like that. I'm not meant to. Maybe other tarot readers can. I've always been very aware that all I can do is channel the insight and energies as they are and say, hey, this is what's coming up. And when it happens, I'm not sure. Could be in the next few months kind of deal. Could be around 2022. I'm not sure. Okay. But I guess I would say if you are still feeling connected to this whole journey and this whole adventure that we're all in, these would be the next things that will happen. Okay. And my advice to you is to take them, one, as they resonate. Number two, just allow them to sit there as they need to within your psyche to give you whatever validation about what you've been feeling in your own journey, clarity, confirmation, assurance, whatever it was that gave to you. Just take that feeling and work with that feeling, and then continue to do the work that we channeled for you specifically, because that's what we got to do. We just, no matter what is going on with the masculine energy, we just have to continue on to our journey and know that that's the insight that needed to come through. And by the way, it's funny because I was planning on doing a separate reading just for the masculine, and it literally came in mid-reading. Like the moment I pulled that Son of Cups card, the guides were instantly like, this is for the masculine specifically, like the rest of the reading here. So they want you guys to know too. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Courtney says, great advice, Brandon. Kirsten says, synchronicity. Kirsten, I'm grateful for the insight, guidance, and energy you're emitting and sharing. Thank you so much. Major communication via songs, dreams, anyone else? Yeah, definitely via songs. I found on my Twitch live streams, the songs have been playing, have been resonating. So, by the way, I want to check in because I saw one person say, I forget who it was, that said the music was distracting. Are you guys a fan of the music in the background, or is it distracting from the message or the energy? Let me know. I kind of just let it play in the background. I think there could be some relevance there as well. But yeah, the songs have been actually adding to the readings rather than distracting from them recently for me. That's a big change for me because normally the songs... You guys saw one time I tried to play music and it completely derailed me. Okay, people saying... Someone says, okay. We have prefer no music. I hear you, not the music. For TikTok, it's going to be light music. I think for YouTube, it's a little more audible. Sky says, I hear it really. Yeah, the music adds to the reading. Annihilate says, distraction. Love it. Concentrate on you or the reading. Love the music. Thank you. Songs prevent the lingering depression. That was... My ear has been ringing. Cheered me up. I feel more positive. Awesome. Even my reading from yesterday aligns. Okay. So we do have a few people. Nylet, I know, says it's distraction. So I'm sorry it's a distraction for you, Nylet. I think, oh, Silent says no music. Okay, we're at a little bit of a crossroads with music and no music. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm enjoying it. I think it's adding to everything. I'm going to continue it on for now, but I'll just make sure that it's not so loud that it takes away from you guys. So if it does start to take away more and more, just please let me know. I always want to be conscious of you guys and what you guys are enjoying or not enjoying. I know we're probably used to no music on this stream because that's been our default. But my evolution personally has been to add in a little bit of this element to kind of give some additional energy and just to kind of let the music take its own life. Okay, cool. RailWF says, either way, the volume is perfect right now. Okay, cool. Not that bad though, says Island. Okay. And we might have some streams in the future with no music, right? If we want to go back to the old vibe. But just so you guys know, I always watch these back too and kind of see like, oh, is this distracting? Is this kind of taken away? All right, so we're going to transition into the next reading. This reading is going to be about something you guys want me to channel for. I just had that insight around. We're going to open it up today. We're not going to do astrology again. They said no astrology again. We're going to open it up to any collective insight or questions, not personal readings. We do that on Twitch. By the way, quick shameless plug. Got to fill this in here. If you haven't already and you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We do this weekly reading every Sunday, typically around 1 p.m. Today we're a little late, but if you're resonating and want to be part of the Soul Tribe and the collective and get the continuous updates, there's going to be a lot more really cool content coming to this channel specifically that are highlights from my longer live streams from Twitch. So be sure to subscribe and also do me a favor, hit the like button as well if you haven't already. Tremendously helps this video be seen by more people, get in front of the right people, and helps this channel grow so we can guide more people. If you haven't already as well, I am doing more and more regular and will continue to do more and more regular live streams on Twitch, a platform called Twitch. If you want to be part of those live streams and get the whole thing, because they'll just be highlights coming onto YouTube from now on, be sure to follow me on Twitch. And you can do that by checking the description, and the link goes right to my Twitch. You can press follow, create an account. And what I'm doing to promote it right now is doing free, live, personal, cold, intuitive, and tarot readings. And we've been doing a lot of free ones, right? It's funny, I was joking around, I've my income in sales has gone to like nothing because I'm giving so many free readings out that I think people have been satisfied with those. And I love it. I think it's exactly what I wanted. It's like, I'm just giving these out like candy because I want to give you guys the clarity, and it's a little selfish in that I'm growing the Twitch channel. But my sales have dropped to absolute zero because of this. So do me a favor, if you do want to support and you want to be part of the live readings and you want to get a free reading, they're not going to be around forever. But they are part of an effort I'm doing to promote my Twitch live streams and grow a community on there, because I think it's the future of where live streaming and also spiritual practitioners are going to be going. So you can do that by checking the description box below, click and follow, and going from there. And I think that's all the shameless plugs I have for now. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for supporting me in the channel. It means a lot. And I'm just going to keep going and keep taking that leap of faith. Spirit has told me, like, hey, even though you may not be making the same amount of money by doing this strategy, it's not obviously about that. It's about the service and the impact you're giving, and also trusting that as you do that more and more, that you will always be provided for. And thus far, I always have been. So this is me taking a leap of faith on my little piece of granite. All right. All right. The old structure of how I used to make money is completely changing, by the way. It's like no more, really no more personal readings or not a lot of one-on-one sessions. It's going to be probably through Twitch live streaming and YouTube and things like that. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be much more in alignment with me. Okay. Twitch account name is BTobias6 on Twitch. Okay. And Proggy, I really appreciate that. Believe me, I've been charging quite a bit for my services for a while now, and you guys have been super generous, and you guys have always supplied. Basically, you guys are still supporting me, because as my Twitch following grows, there's ads on the stream, right? The more people go and watch just by watching the ads, that's going to pay me automatically through the platform. You can obviously donate to the platform as well. And then the more people I reach, the more of an audience I'll have to be able to promote the online courses that I'm creating as well. So I'm actually just getting into the midst of creating online courses for tarot, potentially for astrology, and for other things as well. And I know that's where the next way of income that I'll be generating for myself will come from, almost exclusively, which I'm really excited for, because it gives me more freedom. So this is also, right, this is a little bit selfish on my part, but it's also selfishness through service. But I like to be transparent so you guys know what I'm doing, and you know how I'm running my business as well, in case you're looking for inspiration, because I know a lot of you guys are looking to start your business as well. Okay, so let's get into, oh, you know what? Give me just 2 seconds. My camera, the charge or the plug fell out, so the battery died. Let me plug that back in. In the meantime, we're going to do one more collective reading, but I want it to be based off of what you guys are feeling that you want inside around. Okay? That is a collective message. So if you guys have ideas for that, or something you really want me to channel for that will be helpful for the collective overall, I'm going to just feel into the crowd or the energy of what this is, and then do the next channeled reading based off of that. And then after that, we'll close. And I'll hang out for a little bit, answer some general questions, as we typically do, some Q&A. But go ahead and put those ideas in the chat right now. I'm going to plug my camera back in, and then we will go from there. Sound good? And cheers as always. Hope you're enjoying this live stream and this Sunday. Oh, the music was turned off. That's interesting. Or the music was muted. Funny. There we go. Be right back. All right. Let's get into the next part of the reading. All right, we're back to the Rider-Waite. Camera's plugged back in, so we should be good on that. Let's go ahead and see into the some ideas here. All right, I think so. We have a couple ideas here in the chats. Let me check TikTok as well. Hey, TikTok. If you guys do want a private read, I'm definitely still doing those. You can go to my website, brandontobias.com. I still do offer the readings, by the way. So if you want a reading, you can always get one. I see a couple people saying. All right, let's see some ideas here. So we have Amber. I feel that way all this time, but I'm sure we can pull his ass out of the dirt. Manuel Cook says, what are we to work on until divine timing? Crystal says, he eventually going to come around. Probably the divine transaction thing was something my grandma taught me. I'm hoping that one day she'll have the chance to teach me Reiki. Ooh, that's awesome. I would like to know how I can regain peace and manifest it to outside my life circumstances. And Alexis says, reading for finance. Okay, we're going to do, thank you, Alexis. I choose your inquiry. Right there, I felt it. Reading for finances and income. So here we go. This is going to be a collective reading. This next one, based off of Alexis's inquiry. So thank you again, Alexis. Appreciate it. Based on finances, based on abundance. Could be based on job security, business opportunities. Basically, what I'm feeling around this is the need for maybe how to make it happen and any energy around that currently when it comes to finance. I'll leave it open, right? But the general theme is going to be around what we need to do or securing more maybe certainty in our finances and income, or what to expect around that. Okay? Does that sound good to everyone? All right. I need to get one more crystal. Hold on one sec. The citrine for this one. Okay, good. Oh, so they told me to get 3 more crystals. Pyrite. I think this is Tiger's Eye. And then citrine. Tiger's Eye or Tiger's Blood, I forget. And then citrine here. This is one of my favorite citrine crystals for money. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, here we go. All right, calling on the angels and guides once more, specifically for this reading inquiry submitted for and by Alexis. Channeling insight for in and around Alexis's energy and also questions specifically, as she represents a particular part of the collective within the feminine that is wanting to secure additional security, finances, income, a new way. And asking for guidance around this particular question for the collective specifically. What is it the collective needs to know right now when it comes to securing additional finances and income? And what work and how we need to be doing this specifically moving forward for the future. First card out is the Four of Pentacles. Man, they are not fucking around today. Like, straight up when it comes to finances. So the biggest thing I'm getting with this is the biggest limiting belief, okay? The biggest limiting belief or restriction when it comes to finances is not having enough. Not having enough. Having a fear of never having enough finances, or a consistent fear within you or concern around running out, and thus this fear causes you unconsciously to try and hold on to what you have, even the ways in which you are accumulating finances currently, because of a fear of running out, of losing what you have, and never being able to gain it back. So this fear is causing you to hold on like so tight to your current circumstances because of a belief that the finances cannot come from anywhere else than how and the ways you're currently earning it. This is the number one belief that holds us back, anyone in this situation or feeling it or in this collective, from earning finances outside of the current way in which you produce it. So I'm going to bring this to, that was channeled. I'm also going to bring in human Brandon too. Okay. I just mentioned to you guys, and I didn't say this, but I'll say it very transparently. The transition I'm making is actually very scary. Okay. I live in Marina Del Rey, rent is sky high. I have a car payments, right? I was able to accumulate some savings from the work I did previously. But previous to this transition, I was relying upon doing personal sessions, readings, right? Consistent readings, basically doing services for people in a business way. But that was where I received all of my income, and it was good income, right? It's given me an amazing life over this past year, I would say. That is completely dropped off for me, right? Incidentally, consciously or unconsciously, the universal it shifted. And I know why. I know because the universe wants me to take a new leap or step or pivot onto the granite, right? I was talking about before, which is going to be all on like a lot of live streaming, clips of those highlights onto YouTube, and gaining a new audience and community through Twitch specifically. And actually gaining the majority of my income through both the live streams themselves, from the ad revenue and things like that, and then online courses and also coaching containers. So unless my income's coming from those places, what I've noticed is it's just gone right down. And if I were to be in a place of thinking, oh my God, like that's the only way I've known how to gain income in this new phase of my life, and I'm super scared to trust that giving free readings away and doing these things on Twitch is going to eventually lead in me gaining abundance, I'd be stuck. So I'm telling you right now, this is the current thing. This is when I say leap of faith, when Spirit says, and I say leap of faith, it is that. It is actually going full into something that is either not, or it's uncertain as to whether or not it's going to give you money specifically. Okay. So the only thing that is holding us back right now is the limiting belief that there is not another way, or there won't be manifest another alternative way of receiving income from other various outside sources in a way that is non-traditional or outside of the regular route from which we've always gained income. And obviously this can come, my example was just the energy for how it's hitting me. It's hitting everyone in a different way. Some of you guys, that's a job. Some of you guys, it's for a different employer. It's just a different way. Okay. But this is the thing. Also, this is the thing, because we have the devil underneath the deck here. This is the thing too. And when the channel message around like things are crumbling, like things are starting to crumble, and the people around you are like saying, no, everything's fine. Like, trust us. We know it may seem like the granite around that we're all standing on at our job, let's just take it with that, is all crumbling around us. But trust us, it's all just fine. Like, that is the illusion. Okay? And it's so easy to be swept within that. It's so easy to be deceived that that is the truth because we want to believe it. You see that? We want to believe that the current way in which we are receiving income to survive or to live is the right way because it's safe, it's certain, maybe it's easier in some respects. Even if all of the things that are happening within that certain environment or thing are crumbling around, and people within that environment are saying, hey, it's fine, don't worry about it, you know, you'd be dumb to go do something else. That's the illusion. That's the deception specifically. And actually what I'm hearing too, to go a little deeper on this, specifically within corporations. Like, corporations right now, societally and collectively, are where most of this power and most of this deception and most of this illusion lie right now. This is where the majority of those deceptive practices or the illusion will lie within, is the corporations, unfortunately. So you will actually have people who have the power within these corporations who try to convince you that you can't survive without them. And these people do not have your best interest in mind as a human. They have their own best interest in mind, or the company's, or really their own, because the company is their own best interest, right? I'm talking about people above you. So the people above you will purposefully deceive you if you are working within this structure in order to trick you into believing that you need to stay there for your best interest, when really in reality it's not at all. This is where the greed and the manipulation and the deception lies for many people right now. Particularly if you are close or have regular interactions with people who are higher than you at your workplace. So this is a collective karmic lesson and a lesson around scarcity and freedom that is occurring. We have the Hermit card here. The Eight of Cups. Wow. There it is. The Eight of Cups. Okay. And Death card. Holy cow. The level of confirmation that Spirit just gave us. Look at these cards. Hermit, Death, and Eight of Cups underneath the Four of Pentacles. Alexis, I'm so glad you asked this question. This is such a clear insight and reading. If you are involved in this, or if you're around something or people in an environment where there is this mentality, or there is this deception or deceptive practices that are lying from people above you, you got to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. Eight of Cups, to be with yourself. And to allow, and to, what that's going to do is it's going to show you how untrue that mentality really is. If you can be brave enough to manage to walk away from anything or anyone around you who tries to promote this type of mentality, just so you can be with yourself for a little bit. Like, all you have to do is get out of the environment, even for a little bit of time. Even if you spend a week or two by yourself, you will start to see that this is totally untrue. Because there will be ways that open up to you almost instantaneously, I'm hearing, that you will see. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. Because of the manipulation that's been occurring, unfortunately. So this is the number one piece of advice for anyone watching who is either in this mentality or stuck in this mentality because of the current situation they're in, or the environment they're in. Because I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles, and it's almost like you can see this person is like, there's like buildings around him, right? Like, he's standing on pentacles and he's within a city of like skyscrapers, right? So this is, to me, this is talking about corporate jobs for sure. Corporate jobs, corporations, skyscrapers, big cities, right? Particularly within these industries that are built on this mentality of scarcity or dependency or blah, blah, blah. You have to separate from it. Hear me now very clearly. I don't speak this directly. You have to separate from this as soon as possible. It's the environment. It's the environment you're in. If you are in this or wondering, that is influencing you or preventing you from being able to receive new forms of income. Even if you say, Brandon, I'm playing it practical, I'm building up my business first, and then I'll quit my job. Okay? And I'm not saying not to do that. But if your job or your current situation is literally preventing you from being with yourself enough, or being able to create or actually focus on your next steps, then you got to take that leap of faith earlier rather than later. I'm not saying to allow yourself to go be on the streets, but oftentimes we will have the lifeboat waiting right next to us. Even if it's like our parents or friends who can support us for a little bit or allow us to stay with them, whatever it is. If there is a lifeboat in your life and you're not taking that lifeboat because you are embarrassed or you're proud or you don't want to seem like you're, dumb or stupid, let that go. You will be okay. Trust me when I say this, like, you will be okay. It always finds a way when you follow your heart, and you'll know when the right time would be for you to leave. I'm not saying to just tomorrow, right, quit your job unless it's that bad. But I'm saying set your intention on that. Set yourself a date. As we've channeled in the very beginning of the reading with that Son of Pentacles, get your shit in order so that you can actually take that leap of faith as soon as possible. But also for some of you, if you already have this lifeboat, or you don't even need this job, you just are doing it because you think you need it or because it seems like the normal thing to do, that's got to go as soon as possible. If you have to have this job because you're surviving right now, then yeah, find your lifeboat, find something to allow you to get away from that. But the message could not be more clear. Okay. You guys asked, all right? You guys asked specifically around finances and abundance. This is the message that came through. There it is. 8 of Pentacles. It's clear as day, guys. Okay. 8 of Pentacles underneath the Hermit card, by the way. So, as I mentioned, as you allow yourself to spend time with yourself, away from the influence of anyone and anything having to do with your current environment or situation, you will find and know of natural areas of inspiration for you to be able to build a full-out self-sustaining business. Now, here's the specific channeled insight. Okay, listen to me carefully. They're giving me specific advice around this so that you guys know it's not just fairy tale bullshit, right, that I'm trying to channel for you guys around, oh, just take a leap of faith, it'll be fine. They're giving me specific insight for you guys. Here's the insight. Whatever you have been attracted to the most dominantly and consistently at this current time in your life generally, whatever content, types of content that you've been consuming on a regular basis that has either given you some form of entertainment, inspiration, insight, or that has just caught your current interest, that's the thing to do. Okay? You know that thing, like the way that you spend the majority of your time on lunch breaks or when you're at home outside of work, that just seems to be the thing that that is all consuming you, that may even at some point seem like a distraction, or that it's irrelevant, or that it's just a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. That is the thing that you are meant to go and create a business out of. Even if it seems crazy or unconventional. Just making sense to you guys? This is very specific, so please hear me carefully. It doesn't normally get this specific. Okay? And yes, so here's the other thing. If you are watching content, like let's say you're watching or consuming some type of content or media that's been coming to you, or you've been, the main thing you've been distracting yourself with or doing outside of your current work, okay? Chances are that that person, if there's a person or that type of content, that those people have created their businesses, that those people have businesses, or they are somehow receiving money from what they do that then provides you service, entertainment, inspiration, content, whatever, right? Let's say, I'm just going to give a couple examples here, and I'll give a human example for my life too, okay? So you guys know that this is applying to me as a human. let's say I'll be selfish and greedy here. Let's say you guys have been addicted to my content. Like every single video, I'm not saying this is the case. I'm not being egotistical. But let's just say, hypothetically, you were addicted to my content. You watched every single one of my videos the moment they came out. You couldn't wait for the next one. You took time out of your day, every day, to see and watch whatever I was consuming. There's a reason for that. It's not just because I'm a great entertainer or whatever. It's because your soul resonates with the stuff that I do on a very deep level, more so than everyone else around. Right? Like I have people who, and most people have casual viewers, and then there are those viewers who watch everything. And that's not just because, again, I'm a great entertainer. It's because their particular soul resonates with what I do and finds some method of learning and inspiration from what I'm doing. Does this make sense? Meaning that it's meant to do that as well in some capacity. I'm not saying to do the exact same thing I do, but I'm saying if you absolutely love this content and you resonate with these things and you find yourself consuming it all the time, you have essentially learned to do what I'm doing, just unconsciously. You see that? Meaning that you don't have to go out and learn a bunch of tarot courses or learn how to create a business. You see what I'm doing. You've seen it. Even if you've only been watching me for a month, it's not that hard. You see the way I title my videos. You see the way I set up my website. You see the way I channel the insight. Chances are you can do this too. You just have to do it and trust. And then get ready when the money comes in, right? Now, let me take another example. For me personally, and this is actually, it's so funny because I've been so resistant to this, but it's exactly what I need to be doing. It's like, it's like a lot of the time I spend now, and it's kind of sad, but you know, whatever, has been watching this streamer on Twitch called Asmongold. And he used to stream World of Warcraft. He started recently streaming Final Fantasy. And I just love the guy. Like, I'm just like, this guy is such a good entertainer. He's so good at streaming. He has literally hundreds of thousands of people watching his gaming streams. And he's such a good entertainer. He's such a good storyteller. He's so entertaining. And I watch all of his content all the time. And I'm like, why am I so addicted to this guy's content? Like, this isn't even what I do, right? Like, this isn't in my field. Like, I'm not learning what I'm... And the entire time it's been Spirit and my soul's way of telling me, Brandon, this is what you got to do. Like, this is what you're meant to do too. And it's funny because when I started doing these gaming streams, I knew exactly how to do it. Like, I could replicate some of what I learned from him onto Twitch. And of course, I'm bringing my own style and different types of content too. But it's almost like he's been teaching me this whole time how to build the thing that has been entertaining me so much. You guys see that? So that is your specific, literally as specific as I can get. There's probably some type of dominant content that you guys have been consuming or from a certain person. And that's the thing. That is the thing to learn to model. It's very transparent these days, by the way. Like, there's not a lot of secrets when it comes to how to do this. All you have to do is look at what someone else is doing. This is what I did for my YouTube business. I went out, I looked at the top tarot readers. I said, okay, they rely mostly upon these monthly or weekly zodiac readings. They built a huge following. I looked at how they built their businesses and I said, I can do that too. That was it. Okay. So if you haven't started doing that, highly recommend starting to do that now. Page of Pentacles is here too, meaning that there are people who will pay you there are people who will pay and support you in this just for doing what you love to do. The beauty of 2021 and this new era is there are ways to monetize almost everything. Like if you go on TikTok and you look at the live streams and how people built businesses, people do the randomest things. Like there was one dude who, like there was a ghost hunter, paranormal explorer, going to these random graveyard sites and like using his paranormal equipment and, you know, doing some crazy shit. And then he had like thousands of viewers on there. I'm sure he's making a killing from that. So there are ways to monetize everything. Trust. Trust that people want to pay you. People want to pay you. They want to give you their money if you are entertaining and provide the same thing you've been receiving. We're at 212, by the way. So this is specifically 212 has always been about following your sole purpose. Just find a way and commit to it. 3 of Wands here. Be willing to commit to it. Be willing to go all in. Don't just kind of half-ass it. I'm just going to say it straight up for you guys because I know you guys value the truth. You guys, if you guys go 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you're like, oh, we'll just kind of see if this works, maybe. No. No. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. I know that's a temptation. Some of you guys are going to hear this. You're going to say, all right, Brandon, I kind of sort of hear you and what the guys are saying, but I'm just going to maybe do a little kind of maybe explore what I what I want to do, but also still no, don't do that to yourself. You're only gonna confirm any doubts that you have, right? I'm telling you this from experience. And from a business perspective, if you do that with anything, if you go lukewarm, half in, half out, you're not going to get anything back. You have to take off like a freaking rocket ship if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, go all in. That's my advice to you. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't say I'm going to test. Don't be one of those people. I'm going to test the waters first, Brandon, and then I'll go all in if it proves to be successful. Go all in. All right, last 2 cards. We'll finish out this reading. Camera died, so I know we'll go 3 cards actually. All right. Yeah, beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards to finish things out here. Sorry, guys, another camera died. Hopefully we'll get a few more minutes here. Okay. So last 3 cards. So we have the World card, we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the King of Cups. Okay. Last requirements here for this business to take off. 1, you have to be doing it from a greater place of inspiration other than just yourself. Meaning that the main thing is that you enjoy it, you are passionate about it, you enjoy working on it, but that it also has, you can see a vision of how it can help people in the future. You can see a vision of how this can impact the entire world. If you can't see how your work can have a positive impact on the entire world, or that it has a tangible benefit for people, then get more specific or get more of an idea or get more of a vision of how what you do specifically can impact others. Even again, if it's just entertainment, or if it's the way in which you know that you're going to influence people in a positive way through your entertainment. What they're asking here is don't just do it just to do it. Do it because you know and you have a strong feeling in your heart, King of Cups here, that this can and will have a impact on the world. Doesn't have to be the whole world like me. I always say change the whole world. I'm a very big vision idealistic guy. Doesn't have to be that. It just, even if it's 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, right? If you're influencing people in some way and you know that it's in a positive way, that's going to have a tremendous ripple effect. Here's a question that they're telling me to tell you guys. What does that ripple effect do to others? Okay? Not necessarily what you're going to be directly giving to the people who watch you. What does the ripple effect, what ripple effect are you causing from your work that other people are going to impact others with? I've never heard this question, by the way, so it's a very unique question, but that's the question they're saying. What specifically is your ripple effect? Okay? If you can understand and know what your ripple effect is, then you are on the right track. And also, obviously, you're passionate about it. You know how to do it from watching content. Has to be from your heart. Has to be from your heart. Not from here. Has to be something you feel. Okay? You got to feel it. This is the other key. So I'll sum this up in a second. Last card out, we have the Eight of Swords. You guys, I'm telling you right now, if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling stuck anywhere, or you feel like you can't get out, or you feel like you can't change, you can. Eight of Swords tells me right off the bat, you have the power right now. You're just not seeing it, or you haven't allowed yourself to see it until this reading. I'm breaking that right now. And in fact, I'm going to ask the guides and angels, please, for everyone who's watching this who needs it, please allow the blindfold that they may have been wearing to come off right now, if they're ready. If you guys are open to it, and I want you guys to consciously actually do this, to accept this if you're ready. Okay? And you may not be ready, and that's okay. But if you're ready to take this blindfold off, then consciously open yourself to the incantation I'm about to say now, because it's going to come in hard. Guides and angels, for those of everyone who's watching this live here on TikTok and YouTube, if they are in a place where they have a self-imposed limitation or blindfold that they have been unwilling to see outside of, please allow for those blindfolds, every single one of them in their own way, to come off completely and entirely right now. In a very tangible way. As you watch this, if you open yourself up to this, they're going to come. And they're going to take the blindfold off. And you're going to know. Make sure you're ready. Okay? And you'll feel it. If you guys are wondering where this is going to come from, it's going to come from your heart and your soul. You will feel this. As I'm speaking these words, you will feel this. What direction? What needs to end? What can be changed? What can be created from this? Trust the process. Now is the time. You've been waiting. We've been waiting. We've been patient. Now is the time. Okay. God bless you all. 3 final advice cards will end this. God bless you all. Never forget what this is for. Never forget what is on the other side of your dedication and your work right now. And what it's coming to. Never, ever, ever forget. This is the divine feminine journey right now. Her road towards transforming her relationship with receiving finances for being everything that she is. Time to put the work in. It's time to put the work in. Okay? God bless you guys. I love you. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I am here. I'm here to support you guys however I can. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So that concludes today's collective reading officially. I'm going to close out the ceremony now. Thank you, guides and angels. Jesus. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate your presence, and we really, really appreciate your guidance on all ends when it comes to the masculine, when it comes to finances and abundance and business and the collective messages generally. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you on a personal and collective note for being here and for allowing me to channel and be the one to help show the way. I am very eternally grateful. Thank you. This ceremony is now closed. Okay. All right, guys. What a stream this has been. let me just check in with the chat and check in with how you guys are feeling. And then we'll start to close off from there. If you haven't liked the video already, please do me a favor and like this video. If you've been appreciating and enjoying this content, it really helps this channel and video grow. Do me that favor. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're new, be sure to subscribe so you never miss another video update. Lots of more videos and content coming very soon. And of course, if you want to follow all of me and all of my adventures on Twitch, where my momentum's going, be sure to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/btobias6. The link is in my description on my YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Fernanda says, we feel the collective evolving streamings are leveling up. Kirsten says, my energy is low from taking all the channeling essence. Yeah, that was a lot of channeling. Very intense. Christina says, thank you so much. Thank you. Alexis says, Brandon, I feel an energy shift. What are you feeling? I'm feeling a huge energy shift is what I'm feeling, Alexis. Thank you. Very big. In these moments, right? As we spoke in these words, big shifts. Just big clarity. For me too, it's big clarity. I always get confirmation too, guys, with this, with these readings. I'm channeling for my own confirmation. So thank you guys for allowing me to do that too. How are you guys feeling? I feel more awake and more clear. Good. I saw someone say they feel lighter. That's really good. A lot going on today in this live now. Yeah. Yeah. Maria says you're amazing. Makeup. Bless you. Thank you, Maria. Bless you. Cool. All right, guys. So look out for Twitch streams and continued YouTube videos. I will be going live on Twitch probably increasingly more. I tend to enjoy doing it on the weekends for whatever reason, but I'll probably be going live there on 2 or 3 days, maybe more throughout the week, maybe even eventually to every day. So look out for those. And that's all I have. That's all I have. Might be going live later tonight to do some gaming, have some fun. So if you want to check out my latest gaming streams with Final Fantasy and join the adventure and just hang out with me, that's always fun as well. And we'll see where all this goes, guys. God bless. I love you. And good luck. Keep me posted. And as always, bye for now.